Hi, my dear students. First of all, I welcome you to my today's class. Today, we are going to learn second part of the chapter, The Making of a Scientist from 10th Standard Supplementary Reader. The story, The Making of Scientist, was written by Robert W. Peterson. Let us recall last class. It is a story of Richard Albright. Richard Albright is a very curious child. He has anxiety to do something. Albright started collecting butterflies and his mother helped him very well to study much. She presented him a book, the book titled The Travels of Monarch Eggs. This book opened him to the world of science. In second grade, he collected 25 species of butterfly. In third class, his father died and his mother was his only friend. In seventh grade, he attended a science fair and lost. He failed in that science fair. Then he understood that the winners had tried to do real experiment. So he decided to do real experiment. Then he asked some suggestion and idea of his teacher from Dr. Urquhart. That much we discussed previous class. Previous class we started Richard Albright's early life to 7th standard. Today we are going to learn remaining part. All my dear students, please take page number 35. Let us start today's class. For his 8th grade, his means Richard Albright's 8th grade, there is a project. Albright tried to find the cause of viral disease. It killed all monarch caterpillars. He has very interested in butterfly and caterpillar like that. So he tried to understand the cause of viral disease. What is the reason it killed all monarch caterpillars? He thought that disease might be carried by a beetle. He first thought that this disease might be carried by beetles. Beetle, don't you know? Beetles, a small insect. Beetles. He tried to raising caterpillar in the presence of beetles, but he didn't get any real result. But he showed this experiment in science fair and he won. The next year, science fair project was testing the theory. Next year, testing the theory. The theory was that viceroy butterflies copy monarch. There is a type of butterfly, viceroy butterfly and monarch butterfly like that. Just look at the picture in your textbook, page number 35. There is a picture, viceroy butterflies and monarch butterflies. The theory was that the viceroy look like monarch. The look like same monarch. because monarch don't taste good to birds. Listen, there is a small problem. Monarch don't taste good to birds. Viceroy taste good to birds. Viceroy good to birds, but monarch don't taste good to birds. So, the more they look like monarch, the less likely they are to become a bird food. Then this silly matters he found, or Richard Albright found. His project was to see if birds would eat monarch. That is his project. To see if birds would eat monarch. Albright found that a starling is a type of bird, would not eat ordinary bird food. It would eat all monarch it will get. That he understood. This project was placed first in the zoology division and it came third overall in country science fair. Zoology division first place and overall country science fair third grade he got. His findings or his project was starling would not eat ordinary bird food. It would eat all monarch it would get. This type of variety, understanding or project he showed in science fair. Then in his second year high school means 9th standard, Albright began to research some item. It led to his discovery of an unknown insect hormone. Indirectly, it led to his new theory of life of cell. First class we already discussed cell. The new theory on life of cell here studied. The question he was tried to answer was simple. What is the purpose of the 12 tiny gold spots on monarch pupa? He must want answer. What is the purpose of 12 tiny small gold spots on monarch pupa? Just look picture. Pupas, monarch pupas open, there is a tiny gold spot. What is the purpose of that? The answer he needed. Everyone assumed the spots were just ornamental. Others just told it is ornamental. But Dr. Urquhart didn't believe it. To find the answer, Albright and another student built a device. They found a device. It showed that the spots were product hormone. Then he understood that is 12 spots were produces hormone. Hormone, so many type of hormone. It is needed for our development. It was necessary for butterflies is full development. Then he studied very much and understood that hormone is necessary for the development of butterfly. This product was Albright first place in science fair. It also won an entry to International Science Fair, Engineering Fair, Science and Engineering Fair. There he won third place in zoology. He also got a chance to work in Red Army Institute of Research. He got third place he got third place, and he got a chance to work in Water Red Army Institute of Research. As high school junior, he continued his advanced experiment on the monarch pupa. That year, this project was first place at International Science Fair. In his senior year, he grew cell from monarch wing in a culture. He showed that the cell would divide and develop into normal butterfly's wing side. This will be only if they were fed the hormone. If they fed hormone only, it will develop. This project won first place. In short, this year he grows cell from monarch wings in culture. It showed that the cell would divide and develop into normal butterfly wing side. This will be only if they fed hormone from gold spot that he found. So that project got first prize from Zoology of International Fair. He also worked in Army lab at the US Department of Agricultural Lab. Then these type of variety item, it is simple but very difficult item he found. The following summer, Albright went back to Department of Agricultural Lab, where he worked on hormone theory. There he studied hormone theory and identified hormones' chemical structure. The following summer, just he learned hormone theory. A year and a half later, Albright got the idea for his new theory about cell life. After that, he studied about cell life theory. He did so while seeing the X-ray photos of his chemical structure. X-ray photo of this chemical structure, he studied cell theory. The photos gave him the answer, one of biology puzzles. It was how the cell can read the blueprint of its DNA. He learned this type of cell life. It was how the cell can read the blueprint of its DNA. DNA is the substance in the nucleus of a cell. DNA is a substance, nucleus of a cell that control heredity. It is the blueprint for life. This type of thing he found. Albright and college mate James R. Waugh, his college mate James R. Waugh, drew pictures and constructed a plastic model. They made them to show how it could happen. They just made them show how it could happen. Together, they later wrote the paper explaining the theory. They both wrote about in paper about this theory, explaining this theory. Surprisingly, Richard Albright graduated from Harvard with highest honors. He also became a graduate student researcher at Harvard Medical School. There he began experimenting to test his theory. If the theory proves correct, it will be a big step towards understanding life produces. It might also lead in new ideas. These would be new for preventing type of cancer. It is a new for preventing type of cancer and other diseases also. Then in our chapter we discuss Abraid's other interests. Richard Abraid's other interests. He became a champion of debater. He is a champion of debater and a public speaker, and he became a good canoeist and all around outdoor person. He also an expert photographer of nature. He has this type of other interest. Abraid also found someone to admire. He won Richard A. Ware, his social studies teacher. Abraid said that he opened his mind to new ideas. That teacher helped him to go new ideas. Richard A. Ware also spoke highly to Abraid about his interest also. Then this type of so many quality he has a deep relation with the teacher and he has a curiosity to learn these things. Here we are discussing about some things which is needed to make a scientist. This quality has Abraid. What are the qualities? Necessity in the making of a scientist. Something is needed. Start with a first-rate mind. Anything. We must start with a first-rate mind. Add curiosity. Something you would just add or make curiosity. And mix in the will to win. The will to win for the right reason. These things is needed to learn or to find out anything. Abraid had these qualities. These qualities, first-rate mind, curiosity and a will to win for the right reason, will to win. These things are needed to become a great scientist. Then we are going to stop our chapter. Just once again you just call what is the speciality of Richard Abraid. He is a very good scientist. How he reached that position from curiosity and he want to find out something. So that he tried with good willpower, will to win. Like that he tried. So he succeeded in his life. Let me stop here. Thank you. Have a nice day.